Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today's topic is the Mayan Cross. So the question was, a friend of mine told me about the Mayan Cross. This is kind of interesting. Can you talk about this topic? Thank you. And there's a link to it on the blog itself. And basically what it is you go in, you put your birth date into this website, and it generates a cross. Semi sort of the way that you would get an astrological chart, but this is called a Mayan Cross, and it breaks it down into different components and tells you a little bit about your life, maybe your personality, that kind of thing, how to achieve balance. So it is interesting. So I went in, I looked at what this cross was, and I kind of felt out the energy to get my intuitive take on what exactly this is. And when I tuned in this cross, I saw it like a guide, and I see it as a tool just to open your thoughts. And most tools, they have an element of being open to interpretation. Like even when you read astrology, there's certain things you see, or when you read tarot, you know, things may mean something, and this is the way this cross works too. It helps you narrow down a category and provide an area of focus for a person. You know, maybe you see that in, you know, someone's astrology chart, they're going to have some kind of a repetitive cycle. Maybe you sense it has to do with abandonment. Now, the way that it can be interpreted is it abandonment from a parent? Is it abandonment from just feeling really alone? Is it abandonment from a significant other? So abandonment can be translated into many different forms, but the common theme is abandonment. And I see this cross work in the same way. It gives you a theme, but it's up to you to interpret, how does this exactly apply, or what can I do with this information? I got that this cross involves traits of this current life we're living, but it can also have traits based on past DNA memories. So if you do the cross and some results don't resonate, it might mean that you either chose a different path and free will intervened and you kind of got led astray, or it could mean that it's a previous life path that has some kind of residual attachment to this current life. I thought that was really interesting because I don't necessarily see how astrology or tarot might play into that, even though it might. But this chart I got, it really has to do with who you are now as a person, but it can have some DNA memory components to it as well. I get that there's wisdom in this chart, and I really saw it as a hybrid of astrology and combined collective analysis, because there's even a point on the website itself where the cross is, where it encourages people to come together, share the results, how they overlap. So it's almost like they take a birthday, they take things tied to that birthday and see what the collective comes up with as well. So it's unique, but yet there's a collective component to it as well. So I definitely think it's worth trying. Have an open mind when you go and approach it. And that was really all I had. I'd love to hear your thoughts, or if you end up doing the cross, you know, what are your results? How does it resonate with you? So get your take on it as well. And that's really all I have. Again, I am Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Thanks. Bye.